Age.
Never done the Hall H?
No,
No?
me neither.
What?
No. No, that was
They've been keeping
another
this from
gig.
you.
That was incredible.
Was it like a good vibe in there, a special thing? Had you seen those scenes before that were shown?
No, and I didn't see them today either because
We were
I was on an
backstage.
elevator or on a bus somewhere. I don't know. It was very cool to be in that room with all those people.
Well, to be clear, I just want to, the clips we've been talking about for a while, unfortunately, the thing about Comic-Con is they keep them in the room, so we can't show them to you yet, but presumably someone will show those clips at some point.
And to us too at
And to
some
you guys,
point.
hopefully. You'll see the movie at some point, right? A lot of tweets coming at you guys. Let's go to one right now, shall we?
Sure.
Let's take a look-see. Okay. Did anyone get emotional during the wedding scene and or the last day?
We were crying a lot.
Okay.
Well, I remember the last day of filming definitely was emotional because it was Peter and I wrapped, Peter Facinelli and I wrapped at the exact same moment, and
Like 2 weeks after us.
2 weeks after you wrapped, and we were left over with Facinelli, Ashley, Kellen, Jackson, and myself, and we were up in Squamish just doing stunts and night shoots, and then they finally wrapped Peter and I finally, and we were just completely shocked and hugging, and then we went out and we had a little meal together, and it was surreal, but it was nice that I got to finish with Peter. He's my show husband forever.
It does seem like who was most emotional? Who's this just wreaking havoc with emotional? Who's still a mess? You think from ending?
Who's a mess? From ending this?
Yes. You're
I think
all just well adjusted. You're all too good.
Rob's probably a mess. After ending this.
Rob cried a lot,
What
actually.
did he do with his hair?
He shaved his head over and he was like crying so hard he had to cut off
It's
his
an
hair.
act of rebellion.
Definitely.
Crazy.
Therapist should be called.
Did it feel like this last two-part film, as it were, did it feel bigger? Did it feel like the stakes were higher because the fans have been in it from the start? But now, you don't want to end on a sour note. You want to end big.
I felt, I don't know, I actually felt like I wanted to do a really great job because I wanted to impress Bill Condon. I did. I was a really big fan, and I don't know, well, first of all, I think we always feel a little bit of pressure just because we want the fans to feel like we've really brought these characters to life in an accurate way. And I feel like we all know that we can never do like a perfect job, so there's sometimes
That is, you're always somewhat let down inside, I think, because you know that you can never, it's
Can't let the mind's eye, right?
yeah, exactly. So, and even just as an actor, it's, you always want to try and get better and do better, and so there's that, and you're sort of always up against it. But because Bill was so great as a director, and and we had an amazing cinematographer, I felt like we were in really good hands.
In talking to you guys, I feel like you guys are on the same page with the fans. The fans always feel like, there are a lot of things they want to see, but in part one, right?
Is that the one they
I
want to
think
see?
so, and like in talking to you guys, I feel like that's what you kind of want to see too, right?
Oh,
No?
you mean from when we were talking earlier?
Yeah. No?
There's actually some freaky, weird scenes that I want to see, but the wedding is always exciting to us ladies.
I want to talk about the freaky, weird scenes.
I want to see the freaky birth, and there's all kinds of weird, crazy, strange, scary stuff, beautiful stuff in this movie. So.
What about for you? You want freaky, you want wedding or both?
I want all of it. I want a freaky, weird wedding. Yeah, no, I don't know because this movie for me was, I was really nervous about the relationship between Rosalie and Bella, not to make it serious right now, but I was, this was a very special dynamic, I feel, and I wanted to make sure that it felt like the transition happened naturally and organically, and there was a lot going on for us because we were shooting both movies simultaneously, so it was like you're shooting page 2 on one day and page 196 the next day. It was very bizarre, and so I always wanted to make sure my head was in the right place, and I'm nervous about seeing all of it. I'm always I'm just a nervous wreck, actually, about all these movies.
If you want to lie down somewhere, we'll take care of you.
Not in general, just
no,
as
okay,
a film, yeah.
In other aspects of your life, you're fine, but
very
movies.
Relaxed.
I remember, even way back when I talked about Sundance, you had just started to film with, Kristen when she was, becoming the vampire, right? And saying she was already scaring you a bit. Does it seem like she was born to kind of, do the vampire thing? Did she really revel in making the change?
I was so surprised because, we've been doing it for years, and
We've been doing it for a while,
but no, and she's been this girl all along, and then one day, the first time I saw her be a vampire was the day she throws Taylor across the room, and it really looked like she was doing that, and it was so, it was powerful.
Actually, do we have another tweet? Let's go to another tweet if we can. Let's see. Okay. Other series. Do you guys watch Vampire Diaries or True Blood? Here we go.
Well, we've been told in the past that we're not allowed to talk about any other. It's possible.
Vampire Diaries I haven't seen, but I remember when we were making what was the second, New Moon? And with that girl, we met that sweet girl from that show.
She's such a sweetheart. She was wonderful. I worked with Deborah Ann Wall on True Blood. I wasn't on True Blood. I worked. Yes. She played my sister. We played sisters in a movie that we shot over the summer last year called Catch 44, and it was interesting because we really did connect on many levels. But the fan mania craze vampire thing was probably one of the first topics we covered.
Does it feel like in any way, shape, or form this is over? I mean, the work is over, but you're literally, you're just starting to promote this one. There are a lot more months to this, and then you're going to do it all over again next year. So, is it over? Is it not over? Like, where's your head at in terms of, reconciling the end of Twilight?
I never ever think about it. I'm usually either trying to get a job or, just living a very normal life, so I'm not thinking about this until, coming here today I realized, oh, right, this is like a huge, crazy phenomenon that people, it makes it more meaningful, actually, to interact with all the fans.
Right. I want to end on a lot of people come to Comic-Con that are experts, they know all things geekery, and there are people that just come to come. So I want to test your knowledge. Are you true geeks or not? You ready?
Wait, but why can't we be true geeks even if we don't answer your questions right? Because I might not be like a comic geek, but okay, go.
Name Elijah Wood's character in Lord of the Rings.
Oh, come on. No, you know it. Frodo? I thought
Correct,
Frodo.
see?
Oh, wait.
You both get it. What is
No, you got that. Then I thought Frodo was the short thing with the little funny feet.
I'm gonna move on. What is manga?
A fruit?
A fruit?
Mango, okay.
A margarita.
We're almost done, don't worry. What's the subtitle of the fourth Superman movie?
The subtitle?
Yeah.
The End or something?
The Quest for Peace.
Man Super?
Almost there. Name one of two creators of Watchmen.
Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
Creators? Then I have the graphic novel.
That's okay. And finally, can you thank me for being here in your best Yoda voice?
Can you do it first?
Thank you. You have been great being here.
You deserve to be
Russian?
the real
Thank you guys so much for joining us today. I will see you along the Post Trail, and good luck. I can't wait. I hope you guys get to see the movie at some point. I hope Bill gets the show to you.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Right.
Maybe you could put a word in for
I'll
us.
do what I can.
We'll get it on DVD one day.
Thank you.
One of your co-stars couldn't make it to Comic-Con, but we're going to take a look. We spoke to Jackson Rathbone just last week, so here's a little bit of Jackson Rathbone.
Nice.
Hey everybody at Comic-Con, this is Jackson Rathbone. So sorry I'm missing you, but thank you for all the love and support, and I hope you're having a great time at Comic-Con. Thank you for all the dedication, and it's because of you that we get to make these films, so thank you very much. All my love. I was very nervous that how it was going to go, just based on the book. It's a hard book to make into a feature film, but I mean, like I said, we got the amazing Bill Condon and our lovely Melissa Rosenberg, who's been writing all the screenplays. They're just an amazing duo, and what they did to those scripts was absolutely genius. I'm very, very sincerely going to miss all my cast members. They're just beautiful people, and I hang out with a lot of them, so I'm not going to be too sad. But yeah, it's one of those things. It's bittersweet. It's lovely to have finished something and accomplished 5 films in 3 years, but at the same time, it's sad to see it go. Oh, I think most people were just itching to get home, man. That was like a 15, 16-hour day. And we were out in the middle of the woods, and it was freezing, and all the poor girls had on these little skinny dresses, which looked great, but they were freezing, poor things. So I think everybody was just kind of excited to get done, but it was a big hug fest at the end of it. The last day was just, it's hard to say goodbye. I didn't like the white makeup. You know, that was one thing. In the morning, you get painted all white, and you know, like they put yellow contacts in, which really kill your peripheral vision, which is really terrifying. And then the wigs sometimes. I was like, the wigs kind of got a little ridiculous. So thank God in the final two films, I get to have my own hair. They just dyed it blonde. And it was great. It was great. The incredible fan support. I mean, that's one of those things. It's just to see a piece of art that can bridge generations and bring together families through literature and film. And it's such an inspiring feeling. You know, there's people literally all around the world who become friends with each other and flown across continents to be with one another because of a piece of artwork. And that's just phenomenal.
Continuing our MTV Comic-Con takeover, that was, of course, your co-star Jackson, who could not be here. He sent his regrets. Do you accept his regrets?
Absolutely not. No, I do not accept your apology. You need to be at Comic-Con.
This is where it's at, of course. Kellen Lutz, Ashley Green, thank you for joining us live. We're taking your Twitter questions. Keep them coming in. #MTVSDCC and my questions as well, guys. Okay, so Breaking Dawn Part 1 and 2. Did it feel like you were in like a bigger film, like there was more at stake on this one because it's all coming to an end? You got to finish on a high note, obviously. You want to finish on a high note.
Well, it was definitely bigger in the sense that we shot it for like 7 months. No, I think with each installment, everything kind of got bigger and more grand, and the stakes definitely got higher with each installment as well. And I think, with Breaking Dawn, it's a lot darker, and there's a lot more adult things that are handled and dealt with. So, I think it was a lot different than all the others. What?
What are you smiling at?
Adult content, dun dun dun. I've been waiting to film Breaking Dawn. It gets juicy. You know what's really great too? We have a way larger cast, so it was really great to work with so many more talented actors and just bring new friends into the franchise. And it's great to have more people to hang out with. And it's definitely a bigger movie, way larger production. We shot some really epic scenes that took multiple days, and I'm really excited to see it.
Let me hit some of the epic stuff, because we've been getting a little girly talking about the wedding stuff, but you can deliver on the other side of the spectrum. What's the epic kind of action-y kind of stuff that you look forward to in Part 1 or Part 2 that you're expecting to see?
I have a shower scene.
Not what I was looking for.
No? What are you looking for?
Go for it, whatever you got.
So my shower scene starts off with a rubber ducky in my left palm, and we're having a moment.
Like it.
And then, it's just gone like that. Ashley joins me into the shower.
Whoa. Whoa. Where was I during this?
You just
Damn it, I
flicked
sent my stand-in to work that day, didn't I? That's so unfortunate. Oh wait, I was busy doing an action scene.
That's what we call a shower scene, by the way, folks.
That's the nomenclature. That's the shorthand, right?
Very long name.
Clearly, you guys are gonna miss each other when this is all done. No, not at all. You're sick of each other.
We'll never sick of each other.
Carefully.
You know what? You do a project for 7 months of your life, and you're really just anxious to get home. I was really excited to see my dog, sleep in my own bed. And then we're here at Comic-Con. We're going to be here next year. We have a lot of press, a lot of opportunities to hang out with the fans. And that's what I really look forward to. Playing my role of Emmett, I love doing these movies, but by no way are we saying goodbye. We have a good couple of years ahead of us, and it's just great to work with best friends for so many movies, and we see a lot of each other, and we're all blessed to be working outside of Twilight, but it's nice to all come together again.
How did you guys, over those, what did you say, 6 or 7 months of the shoot, how did you guys let off a little steam while you were shooting these family long days?
There's a lot of steam in the shower, so we
Dance
opened the Dance Revolution. Hasbro sent a lot of games to Ashley and I, so we had a lot of game nights, which is fun.
Oh, so
Cooking, movies.
Grocery shopping at Whole Foods.
Which is terrible because I spent hundreds of dollars.
You don't understand. Like, they knew us by name there, and it was like the fun thing. You want to go grocery shopping?
Wow.
And then we
You guys
cook.
live it up.
We're super cool.
We have a Twitter question. You guys ready? Let's take a look. See.
Yes.
For the cast, to you. if you were alone on an island, you could choose one person whom you have to be with. Who would it be?
Well, definitely not Jackson, since he wouldn't show up to that island.
Not here. Yeah. I was gonna choose Jackson, but not really. Take this guy.
My girl here?
Yeah.
You have to pick that now.
I know, 'cause we're sitting next to each
Yeah.
other.
Kind of
That'd be kind of weird.
Nikki, I love you.
Let's go right to another Twitter question. Why not? Let's see. Will there be? Okay, this I'd like to see. You think there'd be a blooper reel on the Break
I
Song
sure
DVD?
hope so. Oh, actually, there better be, because do you remember that time we did that dance?
We or you and Jackson?
No, when were you there?
Oh, yeah,
Like, during
yeah.
that one
where
scene.
we-
I mean, we
yeah.
kind of pulled a prank on the director, maybe, and the whole entire extended cast, like every vampire coven, decided to plan out this dance, and do it instead of doing the scene that was planned out, and so.
So who was the architect? Who was the one that ringleader?
Who was it? Tony Trump?
Yeah, Tony
I feel like
choreographed it all.
she was the instigator on this, and so, Bill started hysterically laughing, but I think that'll definitely be on there.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Let's say. A triple loaded DVD eventually. Okay, another Twitter question. Here we go. Have any of you guys ever read your Wikipedia page or searched yourself on Google? You have to at some point.
And I have to read my Wikipedia page because some people go on and put untrue facts about you on it.
What? Is that true?
You can do that. You can put anything.
What are you talking about?
How are your 3 kids doing?
Oh, they're just awesome, and I'm pregnant now. Not really.
Are you actually accusing Kellen? Be serious. Have you actually?
I've done that, yeah, of course. It's fun.
Him and all the boys. It's really fun.
That's really.
It's fun, though. It's all about enjoying life and making people smile, especially yourself.
It actually is hysterical, though, when people are like, "Yo, have you looked at your Wikipedia lately?"
Right.
There's some fun things on there.
It's funny when I thought Wikipedia was actually all truth and factual information, but it definitely isn't.
It's not.
Apparently not. Who do you think's changed the most in these last few years? Have you all kind of stayed the same, or has somebody gone through
Do they
something?
know about Rob Sex?
What?
Ah.
I think we've all changed a bit because we've kind of grown up together. I mean, we've been doing this for 4 years now, and I know when I first started the franchise, I was very new to the acting scene, so I was and really young, and certainly I've grown as a person and as an actor. And I think we've we've all been thrown into some crazy badness, and our lives have all changed, and so, yeah, I think we've all kind of changed, but for the better. He changes all the time. It's
I
fun.
think I grew an inch. Yeah, an inch. An inch. Yes! Don't.
Did I knock you off guard?
Little. The truth comes out.
After the shower thing, you know, just
You heard so many rumors. This is awful.
Right out of Calvin Klein underwear. Need to get some more of those.
Shut up.
Let's take another look at a Twitter question if we could. Okay. Oh no, actually we don't have a Twitter question, I guess. Okay, so
I see one right there.
Can we go to that? No. No? Maybe? Yes? No?
They're trying to wrap us up.
Kellen is trying to direct the show. Twitter question?
You
No,
guys do
we're not
know
doing
what
it.
you got yourselves
We're
into.
not doing it. This is live. What can I say?
That's what
Okay.
you get when you're the astronaut together.
I know, seriously. Let's reevaluate the next booking, okay?
We're very quick. We play taboo all the time.
Fair enough. Okay, so we were talking. Okay, let's take it. Okay, here we go. If Midnight is a different one, if Midnight Sun got published and then became a movie, would you all say yes to filming more of the saga?
I think you read that incorrectly. There's a question mark and an exclamation point. So, if you could read that more
If Midnight Sun got published and then became a movie, would you all say yes to filming more of the saga?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, I think, you know what, okay, we said it was great to be part of and it was great to finish, but I think, yeah, if there was another one, we would do it. It's kind of, the one thing I am sad about is, even though I know I'm going to hang out with everyone, is that we're putting Alice Cullen to, putting her up in the bookshelf,
Right.
and so it's a little sad to not be able to play that character anymore when you've been doing it for so long.
What are you going to miss about Emmett? Anything at all?
Everything about Emmett. But you know what? It's been an honor to play him, and I'm going to take him into every other movie I partake in.
There you go. Well, thank you guys so much for stopping by. You are capping off our hour of live breaking Dawn Talk, so thanks so much, and we'll see you guys in the movies.
Thank you.
Before we go, though, guys, we've been talking it up. I got a chance to talk to your co-star, Mr. Robert Pattinson, this morning. Here we go. Me and Robert from just this morning, right before the Hall H panel. Thank you guys so much for watching today. We'll see you tomorrow. tomorrow, same time, 3 p.m. Pacific. Got a lot more amazing guests. We got the Spider-Man cast. We got, yeah, I know, right? Some very cool things coming up tomorrow on our live show. So stick around tomorrow, 3 p.m. and Saturday at 3 p.m. But for now, signing off with Robert Pattinson. Here you go. Mr. Pattinson, how you doing, man? Keeping busy? Good?
Yeah.
Cosmopolis is done?
Yeah, 3 days ago.
Very good. Congratulations. All right, man. So back at Comic-Con, obviously everybody wants to talk about the sex scenes. We've been talking for years about this, it feels like. So do you dive right in? Do you talk about it a lot beforehand? Do you kind of like figure out the choreography, or do you leave a little bit to chance, or what?
No, you just get lubed up, jump right into it.
You're lying. Tell me the truth.
Yeah, no, I mean, you kind of have to have some, like, tantric breathing and stuff, and, no, I mean, it's kind of, you know, everyone always says it about sex scenes in movies, it's really awkward and blah, 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 but it is. It's kind of, you're playing Twister, so.
Do you think that you and Kristen would ever work together again in another project, or would it be weird to go back and try and recapture that kind of magic in a different way?
No, I'd love to, yeah, definitely. I don't know how audiences respond to it or whatever, but I mean, I don't really care. I mean, I'd love to.
Proud of the work on Cosmopolis? Happy?
Yeah, it was amazing experience. It's really fun.